Hi everyone, I'm Tom, and today I'm going to be playing Concordia Digital Edition. This has just come out on Steam and other platforms, I think, but Steam's where it's at, right? And I'm going to be playing through a game of it today. This is one of my favourite games. It's an absolutely fantastic game of hand management, of kind of spreading out through the world, making all of these resources. Well, I say the world, it depends what map you're playing, doesn't it? But the base game is now on Steam. So let's have a game against these bots. You see, other games that I have started. In fact, I did a stream actually that didn't go too well. Well, technical issues. The game went really well. I won it, but there were technical issues. So there is the two maps that they're included in the base game, right? Of Concordia. Other maps coming as DLC. Salsa coming as DLC at some point in the future. I think the first, it says November, that's going to drop. But I think I'm going to go with Italy because I'm going to do a 3-player game. So I'm going to have me and 2 bots, and we'll see how we get on here. So you've got all sorts of options, like in the normal game. You can start with coins and decide which resources you're starting with. Do you want to be able to see your opponent's cards? Because technically, if you had really good memory, you'd know exactly what your opponents have got and have played and stuff. And live victory points, usually in Concordia, apart from like your first game, you get all of your points at the very, very end. But it can track them as we go along if you would like to see yourself losing. So I'm going to play it against a medium and an easy bot. We'll see if we can notice a difference. Agrippina, the yellow, is the medium AI. Well, let's get started. Here we go. So here is the map, and Agrippina is going first. See, their turns go fairly quick, but you do start to get a handle on what they're doing. When I first started playing, I was kind of like, I've missed all of that. But there is up in the corner here. Make sure you click the right one. The logs. So if you didn't quite catch what they did, you can see them doing it. Though you can see as they play it. Once you get to know the symbol for the card, you can see what they just played. It tells you, in this screen, you can see the card they just played, how many points they've got, how many of their houses they've put out, how much storage space they've got, how many cards they've played, and how many total cards they've got, the money they've got. You can see all of that stuff. The cards they've played is not quite as easy to see. So you can see it. You click over here and click cards. You can pick a player, see which cards they've got in hand, which cards they've played. So if you are hoping for them to play a card for you to copy or something like that. So what have we seen first? They've played an architect. Yellow have played an architect and spread out in these 2 cities to start with. And Marcus has played his Mercator, done some trading to get some cash. So I would pretend I'm some kind of expert at Concordia. I really like it. Now I would like the Mason. Now looking at this is the card display where we can buy some cards. It would be nice to get, say, the Mason and then produce loads of bricks and then keep spreading out. So the Mason, you see under here, it tells you what the card does. Produce bricks in all your brick cities. And at the end of the game, 3 points for every brick city. I think it might be slow going to begin with, but I might start out buying some cards and let that dictate what I'm doing. It'll slow me down with getting resources, sure, but I'm going to play my Senator. Your Senator lets you get 2 cards. I'm definitely going to pick the Mason. So the cost is a wheat, which I do start with, and then something of my choice, which it will clarify later. Now, these things up here that cost cloth as well, it's a bit expensive right now, although the Mercator is like an improved one that's in your hand. The one in your hand is take 3 money and trade up to 2 types of goods. This is take 5 money. But the cloth is quite an expensive, nice resource. Whereas, say, the Prefect, you have, is it 1 or 2 of those in your hand? You've got 2 of those in your hand already. But having another one, being able to play it again before having to bring all your cards back could be great. The Colonist is really nice. Put new colonists out. Usually you get to put 1 colonist out every time you Tribune and get all of your cards back. Colonist gives you a chance to put multiple out at the same time, or take a load of money. 5 money plus 1 per colonist. Start with 2 colonists out, but you can have 6 by the end, so it can be an 11 money card. I think I'm going to go cheap though. So I'm having that Mason for sure, and then I think just another Prefect. So as well as the cards doing things, bear in mind their scoring. So the Mason was 3 points for every brick city. I want now to expand into brick cities. And now I have 3 Prefects, giving me a point each for each province with at least 1 of my houses. Is that what I'm going to go for? Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I am in the way a little bit of. I'll just move me out of the way a second. Where's me? So in the corner here, you can see, the confirm, there's an undo, there's a skip a step if you've got something you don't necessarily want to do. I'm in the way wherever I am, really. So yes, I'm going to buy these 2 cards, and what would I like as my other cost? I want to spread out to brick cities. That doesn't cost bricks. I can produce bricks later, so I think brick is going to be my other cost. It's the cheapest resource. You see, to spread out in brick cities, you need a wheat and 2 money. And then I click to end my turn. So we see what the bots are doing. Agrippina is catering, getting some money, selling some things. And Marcus is doing his prefect, so producing resources in that region. See exactly what he got. He has no billings in Venetia, but this banner tells you what that region produces. So whenever you do the prefect, you produce in a region, you get what's on that banner, but also you get whatever your buildings produce, whatever cities you're in. And then the banner is turned over to this coin side. The other thing you can do with a prefect card is flip back all of the banners and collect all of the coins on them. And there is a handy little reminder up here that tells you at the moment, if you went for money with the prefect card, you would get 1 money, which isn't really worth doing. So yes, he went for the kind of the best region that would get him a cloth. So, as for me, I want to try and get to as many brick cities as possible. The trouble I'm going to have is I only have 2 movement at the start. You get a movement for every person you've got. The trouble I'm going to have is they're kind of landlocked. Well, the nearest sea one is 1, 2, 3 steps away. Yeah. The nearest land one is 1 away, but when you play the architect card, you can move your colonists, and then you can build in every adjacent city. So you kind of want to be next to as many as possible. So, for example, if I want to go to build in Florentia here, I probably want to be in Cosa as well. I probably want to get a brick so I can do both of those. So maybe I've got all of these prefect cards. Which region, before I build anywhere, is there a region that gives me bricks? Oh, down here. And I do have the prefect. I can't remember the name of it. It's the Prefectus Magnus card. It basically means when you get resources with the prefect card, you get an extra resource that's on the banner. Oh, this region's just got bricks in it as well. I'd like to make my way over there. But I have a steel. So, as much as it would be nice to go over there. Oh, I could go this way and go in Cassinium and Luceria, and then next time I could go in both of those if I get some wheat. Yeah, I like the sound of that. So yes, I'm going to produce in there, get me 2 bricks, and that is going to be my turn. Yes. So bot is prefecting in there. He's got buildings in there, so producing a load of goods from there. And he tribuned, is that tribune, and got all of his cards back? Yes, just got 3 cards back. Not great. If you need the cards, though, you need the cards. So I think I'm going to architect now. Yes, I'm going to architect. So I have 2 movement points. I'm going to select my land colonists, and I'm going to move them 2 spaces over here. And I would like to, that's my move confirmed, and I'm going to build in these 2 cities. Not as good as over here because these are in separate regions, but I can kind of piggyback a little bit off the yellow player here. Now, the cost is increased when somebody has already moved in there. It's double, I think, the money cost. So yeah, it's costing me a little bit more money, but not a lot. So yes, I'm building in those. That's all handled okay. And okay, so the bots, what are they doing? He's prefecting down there and getting some things. Marcus is... Oh, he is copying my architect. So the scrolls there is the diplomat that copies my architect. You don't get anything for having your card copied. And the prefect, he just did a region that got him a cloth. An expensive resource, good if you're selling it on. So I would like some more wheat. I haven't got the Prefectus Magnus, so if I did my prefect just to get wheat, I don't know if there's a region that's got its bonus as wheat, actually. Probably not. I could do my Mercator to get wheat, but I would end up with 5 money, and as you can see here, wheat is 8. I could sell my cloth though, couldn't I? Yeah, let's get in these brick cities early. Although I need an architect. I'm going to sell my cloth because it's expensive and not that useful unless you're going into a cloth city early on. And I want to buy 2 wheat. And then I will have, it's only 1 money each, so I'll have the money to go in there as well. That's going to be my turn, and hopefully someone plays an architect and I can copy off them, or I'm going to have to tribune and get all of my cards back, or just wait. They didn't play an architect. So there's another Mercator, Agrippina, tribuned. I haven't really got resources to be getting another card. There's an expensive architect in there. Maybe then. So Mason would just get me a brick. Not that exciting. The Diplomat would let me copy, but I'd be copying just a Mercator. I have got the Prefects in my hand that could get me some more resources, but really, I want to get some stuff. It's only 6 money if I got the money from Prefect. What other resources could I get? Because I could, if I have the things, so I could send my my Legionnaire over here and build in these 2 places. If I put my boat somewhere, I can build with my boat. I do have a brick. It would have to be somewhere quite cheap. What costs 2? Wheat. And I don't think there is any wheat. Oh, there's some there. I've only got 2 movement points though, and I'm spending them all. So no, I would only be able to go in those 2 places. I'm going to do an early Tribune, I think. Get my cards back. Spread out. That's just what I'm thinking at the moment. It's 3 points for each of those regions that I'm in, and then I can start producing loads of bricks. Downside of this, maybe I should have waited and produced a steel, because now I would have gotten to put a colonist out. But at the same time, I'm using those wheat to spread out in these regions. So, Agrippina is going in the Hadria, the cloth place, and some wheat down here. Maybe I want to keep my architect. I'm going to use my Diplomat, and I'm going to copy the architect. Just so I can use mine later if I want. So we're moving here, aren't we? Confirm the move, and I'm going to build in these 2 cities for another 6 points. And now my Mason produces 3 bricks when I play it, which is nice to have. Then Bot is prefecting down there, where he's just moved in, and Marcus is architecting over there, building in Ravenna. Get some more wheat. Oh, and Florentia, doing what I was going to do. Oh no, I was going to go in Coso, wasn't I? So they would be in the same region. It's good to spread out, though. That's what one of the scoring criteria is. So you can see as well, by the way, on the scoring, you can see how everyone is doing for the different gods. So all of the cards have gods at the bottom of them. So Vesta is a point for every 10 money. We have one of all of these gods at the start, apart from the last one. Saturnus is every region that you are in. So I have got more cards for Saturnus, but I'm not in as many regions. But I do have the most points from that. Jupiter is for non-brick cities. So I'm doing rubbish at that because I'm going for bricks at the moment. Mercurius is different resources produced by your cities. Mars is number of colonists. And Minerva is the specialist ones, so there's one for each of the types of goods. So I've got the Mason, and it's earning me 9 points at the moment, which is putting me just about in the lead. What am I going to do, though, with all of this stuff? Do I want to do a Mason and get loads more bricks, and then do something with those bricks? I could produce in... Oh, I can't produce in the region because money is out here. There is 8 money up for grabs if you use the prefect to get money. There's the Mercator. I haven't really got much to sell, though. I would like more goods to get some more cards, but I'm going to need, say, wheat, steel. Can I get that from anywhere? Which other regions am I in? I'm in this one, aren't I, where I could get a steel and some pottery, which is kind of okay for cards, isn't it? I could get a better Mercator. I wouldn't be able to get a better colonist. I don't have the Prefectus Magnus, but I do have a lot of prefect cards. I'm going to go up here, and then if the money is still available, there's 10 money available now. If it's still available next time, I'm going to take the money, because that's a lot. He's taken the colonist card I wanted. I don't think I could have gotten that, though. I need different resources, don't I? And Marcus did the prefect. There's 12 money up for grabs now. I don't think I can ignore that. And then I can go in, I can produce in Lucania, the region I've got a lot of. I've got both cities off, so I'm going to get that 12 money, and that should keep me in good stead for later on. End my turn, and then Agrippina is prefecting. Now I've refreshed it over there, giving me the Magnus, so I will get double banner resources next time. Marcus prefecting as well. I have made it available for everyone again. So cards. So I could get the Smith. I am in one steel place. Could spread out into more of them. I could get the Diplomat. So I could only get one card if I was to get cards. So another Diplomat, another copy, a point for each province with one of your houses. Minerva, 3 points for each steel city, makes those more attractive, and you produce. Then I produce bricks and steel, so it might be easier to spread out to those cities if I had those cards. But being able to copy other people's good cards is a okay thing as well. Where if I got more bricks, I wouldn't be able to afford more cards. I would need a steel and a brick, so I could produce somewhere again. Like the region that I produced in has been refreshed, hasn't it? And I would get myself 2 pottery because I get the bonus twice now. What about I'd get steel and 2 pottery. That's not bad for getting cards. I'm going to do it. There we go. Yep. And then I should be able to get 2 cards next time. I'm falling behind on points. Agrippina, the medium AI, has jumped in the lead with 38. Is tribuning their cards back, and Marcus is senatoring, getting even more cards. Didn't Marcus senator just a minute ago? Okay then, so I'm going to get some cards. I've got a lot of resources now. Let's try and get some more cards. So I don't have wheat, which is limiting me a bit. Vintner could be okay. I don't think I'm not in any of these cities though. Oh, and I need a cloth to get that. Yeah, we're looking at, I think, let's get Smith and Diplomat. I'm using a lot of my resources in that. But that's what they're there for, right? So Agrippina is prefecting, and I'm going to get a brick out of that deal because I have a thing in there. Diplomat's copying Agrippina's prefect and producing in a city where I'm not. But they're there. And I get the Prefectus Magnus. Okay, so we need... Yeah, I haven't got the Vintner. Well, the Vintner's been made cheaper now, hasn't it? I could get the Vintner card. Although I can't copy my own get a card. I could afford that now, it's not cloth. Because I've got the resources to kind of spread out into wineries. Although they're kind of... This one's expensive money-wise, isn't it? I could move 1 and 1 with the boat and move in both of these wine places. And then producing things gets better and better. Yeah, having only 2 movement points is limiting, isn't it? But you need more colonists. You need to produce these things. Steel and wheat is what you need. And I don't really produce that in abundance. But I've got money. I've got the Mercator. And yeah, I haven't got the Prefectus Magnus. What if I use my Mercator? Because I've got a lot of money. I will sell a wine. Yeah. I can produce 1 steel. Now I want to buy like 3 wheat. Yeah, I don't think I want to buy 4. You're limited by your space as well. If you're not getting colonists out, you're going to run out of storage space. So Agrippina is senatoring. I can copy that now. I have gotten myself some resources. They just got the Vintner though. Not that I've done anything towards that, but I would if I got that card. The farmer's right there. If I want to spread out to wheat cities, there's the card to do it. Colonist, if I want to make it easier to get more colonists out, there's the card to do it. But am I then just getting cards and not really getting anywhere with them? Let's see. I can afford them both. I could get another prefect, but no, let's get these Minerva cards. And I'll get rid of... I don't really care about being in wine now. I haven't got the Vintner. Although that is more expensive. So I want some steel now before I tribune so I can get another colonist. and be able to move around a little bit more. Wow, Marcus is doing some wheeler dealing, getting some good money there. Oh yeah, Agrippina played the good Mercator. He copied it. So I could just smith and get a steal. Is there a region though? Oh, I don't have a prefect card. I've used them all. So I have my colonist card now as well, don't I? I haven't got my diplomat to copy. Do I just want to do smith and then I'll tribune? It's just going to get me one steal, which feels like such a waste of a turn. Or do I just tribune and then I'll just play the colonist later when I've got multiple wheat and steel? Because you can do as many as you can afford. Yeah, let's tribune. I don't want to waste a whole turn getting one steal. So get all my cards back and some cash. You get money for every card over 3 cards that you're bringing back. So Agrippina is architecting. Yeah, I'm falling behind points-wise here. I've got cards, I need to make them worth points now. So I've got my prefect back. There is 8 money available for prefect. I need a lot of things, don't I? But one thing I can get is bricks. I don't have the Prefectus Magnus. I would like to get that, really. I don't really have resources to be getting cards. A lot of regions are flipped over. So getting a load of bricks doesn't help anyone else out either. This is a plus to me. Then once I've got bricks, if I use my Mercator to get a bit more wheat with my money, then I could potentially go in 2 wheat places. But I want steel, don't I? And that's a bit harder to come by at the moment, because I'm not really in these regions so much. But once I spread out to these other places, like wheat, it'll be easier. Let's just... Oh no, I don't want to do that. Let's prefect for goods, and it's going to be over here for all my bricks. And it only benefits me. It's not a lot of points, but it's some. Agrippina is prefecting over there. Passes me the Magnus. So if I got some steel now, I could go into a new wheat city and new steel city. Or get new colonists out. So where produces steel as a bonus? Here. And that would give Ravenna a bonus. There's 12 money available for prefecting as well. If we want to get goods, yeah, let's get the money. When there's 12, you've got to do it, haven't you? And maybe someone will prefect in a place that benefits me. No, benefited each other. I am now well behind the pack. So play a card. I need to get some steel. Why don't I just Mercator? I've got so much money. Why don't we buy 2 more of these and then 2 steel? Now I'm full up of bricks that I don't really want. And then I'll get 2 colonists. And that'll give me some more space as well. Buy 2 steel for 10. I've still got 15 money. Full up on goods, which is bad if somebody produces. But I can swap things out. I could swap a brick if somebody produced in a city and I didn't have the space. They are just tribuning. So I'm going to colonist. Put new colonists in my cities as well. So I think... Well, a boat here might be alright for getting these at the back. But it's not really that exciting, is it? I think... What if we just had a man in Rome and... Is a boat going to be as exciting? I think... Yeah, let's have another boat as well. So get 2 colonists out. That's some points, but should hopefully start spiraling into getting me more and more points. So I want to be in cities that produce wheat now. He's done his Mercator. I think I'm going to copy that. Are there any exciting cards for the resources I have? Not in the slightest. I think I am going to Diplomat then and copy that good Mercator. I still have some decent money. So I would like to get in some wheat cities. I have 3 bricks. What if I bought 2 of these? How much money would I have? I'd still have loads of money, wouldn't I? I'd still have 12 money to actually get in the places. It's only 2 if no one else is in there. Even if it's like 4, 8, 10. No, I wouldn't be able to afford that if I buy 3. So I just have to go in different wheat places. Like, what about move my person 1, 2, 3? I've got 4 movement now, right? And that would cost 6. And then 4, that would cost 10. So I want to have 10 money. Yeah, and then 3 and 3. That's okay. Skip the second good. I don't want that. See what they're doing. Get ready to go in some cities next time. Agrippina's got the other Mercator as well. Oh, got both. That's why they're wheeling and dealing 73 points right now. Oh, I wish I'd just stuck with the other live one. Architects. Let's build out in these cities. So I want you there. And then, since my movement points are a bit limited, it's going to have to be you down there. And we will build here, here, and here for most of my stuff. But there we go. Oh, look at that points. Because it's 3 points. That is the benefit of those Minerva cards. It's 3 points a time for doing that. They're doing some wheeler dealing and some prefecting. Producing in a place where, yet again, I am not. Okay, so we've caught up a little bit. If you want to get in more brick cities and more wheat cities, I've got the farmer now. It'd be nice if it told me how many it would make straight away. That's 3, right? I'm in 3. My prefect, I do have the Prefectus Magnus. Because I have the Smith card as well. Maybe I want to head over and get in like the steel and bricks here. They're 3 points each. It's just, it would probably be better to get into like Verona and Bausanum over here. Just because I produce those kind of things. Yeah, let's farm, because then it keeps the card with me as well. The Prefectus Magnus. Doesn't pass it on to anyone else. And I haven't prefected and used my last one up. Agrippina's getting cards. So's Marcus. The game's ending when the cards have run out. Get these things, get over there. Prefectus Magnus is 4 bricks there, but I can just produce them with the Mason. I haven't got money though then either. That's going to be a problem. I could use my prefect to get the money maybe. I'll use my Mason. Maybe I can get some cards from having all of that. I could get a diplomat. I could get a colonist card if it gets any cheaper. Agrippina is diplomating. Marcus is getting stuff. See, I've only got 2 money. That is the huge downside here. I could Mercator. That would just get me 3 money though. How much movement I got? 4. So 1, 2. There's a brick. 3, 4. Yeah, I only need a tiny bit more money. Maybe you just want a Tribune though. Or prefect and flip those things back and get the money. So I don't want to sell any resources right now. I just need a touch more money. Or I just... Oh, actually, I can't architect, can I? I haven't got the architect card. I thought I copied someone's and didn't use mine. Mustn't have done it. So I'm going to... Do I want a smith first and get another colonist out? No, wheat is what I need the most. Yeah, I'm just going to Tribune and I'll get some money back. How much money? How much money? 6 money. Okay, there we go. Couldn't afford to place a colonist. Agrippina is prefecting. That's now worth... Oh, he got the money. He took the 6 money. It's not a lot of money. Marcus Tribuned and got a new colonist out. I have the cash now. Have I got the movement? I wish I had another architect card. Affording things. Diplomat would be okay, but I think I'm going to architect. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get points in this way. So for movement, I can just go up there for 2 movements. I would like another... I wish I'd had 2 land ones. And then you Yeah, we could go to Alaria here. Because I'm not in this region. I'm already in the wheat one. Maybe bricks is nice. Just because it's cheaper. But non-brick cities is what you get more points for as well. And I'm anxious that the game might end. So yes. Oh, and it greys out as well, the routes you can't quite reach, which is nice. Finish my movement. We are building in all those places. There we go. Big points jump. New regions that I'm in. A couple of non-brick cities. Yeah, and 3 points each for those cities because of the Minerva cards. They are prefecting and Mercatoring, respectively. And respectably. I could get another Diplomat. See, how many points am I getting from Diplomat? Which god is it? Saturnus. So Saturnus would be worth another 8 points. It's not bad, is it? I could get that now. It's just colonist would be nice. You just need that cloth that's a bit pricey, isn't it? Although if I... Oh, I'd need another wheat. Getting 2 cloth isn't going to be enough. I need a wheat and a cloth. Is there something with a cloth bonus that I have up here? I would be giving Marcus a cloth, but I would be getting 2 cloth myself and another brick and another wheat. I think that is enough to talk me into it. We are going to produce in here. As much as I never want to give any other player anything, I think it might be in my best interest to do it. Agrippina is tribuning. Marcus is senatoring and taking a colonist. Maybe because I gave him that cloth. He's got a cloth left, so. But I think I should senator. The game is very close to ending. I've got some good resources now, though. I should be able to get anything. So, what points are Jupiter worth? Which one's Jupiter again? I haven't got many. That is non-brick cities. Okay, I've got more than anyone else, but I just haven't got as many cards. So they're worth 6 points each, but Saturn is already worth 8 points to me. So I could just get... I can buy up to 2 cards. And the console would let me buy another card, but the cost on the card is a cloth. So I probably won't use the console, but for scoring purposes, I think it's worth having. And maybe give up a brick, because I can get bricks back really easily. And if the game ends, you sell all your stuff for what it's worth. Okay, we've got a bit of a lead going, a bit of a cushion. Because you remember, all that money is worth points as well. I'm kind of a bit all over the place. Spread out over a load of things. Marcus bought the card. Okay, so Marcus has triggered the end of the game and got 7 points. I don't know why he would do that, because that puts him still firmly in last place. Here's the easy AI. So we get 1 more turn each. Not Marcus. He's had his 7 points. So the best thing for me to do, I could go in to say, what about going into a cloth city? Oh, I haven't got any money. Forget that idea. So I could prefect for resources. I don't have the Prefectus Magnus anymore. Marcus has got that at least, so Agrippina's not going to get to use that. I'm feeling good. The most valuable place that I'm in that wouldn't necessarily benefit anyone else? Not really in particularly valuable places. Maybe I would just want to... How much are goods worth? Wheat is worth 4. So I could produce... How many wheat? 1, 2, 3, 4 wheat. Produce 16 money, which is decent, isn't it? I think, yeah, producing... I don't know that I could produce more than 16 money's worth of goods without giving someone else goods. So that one's already been used. And these tricky people are infiltrating the regions that I've been in, which is the point of the game. I think that's the best thing to do. Just get a load of wheat from that. I can't buy a card. Smith is just 1 steel, I think. Bricks. There's more bricks. Can I hold them, though, and is it worth enough money in the end? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm only in 4 brick places. Yeah, I'm only in 4 brick places. So 4 times 3 isn't as good as 4 times 4, is it? So I think farmer's the best thing to do. Colonist, would get me 9 money, which isn't 16, is it? I can't put any more people out, so I think farm is the best thing to do. Just get that wheat, and it'll sell for money at the end. Agrippina has a similar idea. I don't know why you would do that. Oh, he's gained 5 money, whatever he does, because your stuff gets sold at the end anyway. So, yes, I got 34, Agrippina got 38, and Marcus got 13 coins. Every 10 is worth a point, thanks to Vesta. And there we go, the end of the game. We managed it. It was looking a bit dicey, I think, at some point. And you can see a nice little summary of what everyone got, the one we were looking at earlier that updates. So he got the Concordia card, and you can see where your points came from. So money didn't make that much difference points-wise. Saturn got me loads of points. I was in a lot of different regions. Had that card 5 times. Jupiter, and I wasn't really intentionally going into regions. I was just looking for more bricks and more cloth, which actually, it would have been better for me to go over here. So Verona and Comum would have been better than these two, because they're in the same region. I could have gone in another region that I wasn't in. But anyway, it didn't matter, did it? Non-brick cities, Marcus did better than that, but where did it get him? Mercury did terrible, only produced 3 different kind of resources, but made up for it. Mars, colonists, not that huge, but Minerva, huge. 3 Minerva cards. And even though I didn't really do much with the Smith, maybe someone else was building a load of Smiths and I stopped them ever getting that card. But hey, there we go. It went all right, didn't it? Maybe try being against 2 mediums, or maybe a hard or something like that. Maybe we'll be back with more maps later. But there you go. That is Concordia Digital. I've got a playthrough of the board game in its Venus expansion form, if you'd like to see that. And I'll be back in the future, maybe with some more digital games. I'd really like to try Gaia Project. I haven't played Gaia Project for ages, and the board game was fantastic, but for reasons, I don't have it anymore. So maybe digital is the way to go. Or maybe I should do another playthrough of the normal game. Let me know. Thank you for watching, though. If you'd like to help me keep making more playthroughs, patreon.com/slickerdrips. But liking the videos, subscribing, all of those good things are fantastic. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you for the next game. Bye, everyone.